This clinic, they had told me that apparently all the things that I'd been doing were correct, like I was eating all the right foods and I was doing all the right things. And I just thought, well, why am I not well? Why is my hair falling out? Why am I not sleeping? And then I went back to you and had a bit more of a read. I thought, I'm going to do this program. In my fat loss phase, I've lost 8 kilos. I started sleeping. Like I'd wake up maybe once to roll over, I sleep, which is amazing. I fall asleep, which is amazing. I stay asleep. I feel within myself I'm more calmer, can think better, I can deal with things a lot better, biggest things for me. So like the anger, the hair, and I was doing all that low carb, We used to have a photographer there and he'd take photos of us. And every single time I go to him, I look terrible. Why do I look so old? And now people say to me, oh my God, you're 54. Like, what, really?
You look so good. I'm Kitty Bloomfield, co-founder of New Strength and Saturée, creator of probiotic food supplements and seriously saturated skincare. And today I have one of our gorgeous clients, Mary, on the podcast. She's from Melbourne. She's 54. She has 4 daughters and she's married. Thanks so much for coming on.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Now, Mary, tell the listeners a little bit more about what brought you to the program. Tell us about your history. What have you done diet-wise and any of the issues that you experienced?
Yeah, well, I've done all the dumb diets. So I've done from paleo to intermittent fasting to keto. And basically, I had hair falling out, not sleeping. I was irritable. I was, losing weight was a struggle. Like I had to cut down calories to lose weight, and I wouldn't sustain it because I'd go and eat something, the next few days, and then my jeans would be tight again. It was just like this constant yo-yo thing. I went to a clinic and got tested, and they told me that I had a T4, T3 conversion problem. And during that time, I'd been Googling up thyroid and whatnot, and I come across your page. And then I read that you were talking about how sugar is good for you and whatnot, and I was like, oh, no, she's not for me. So, I swiped across and kept researching other people, whatnot. But with this clinic, they had told me that apparently all the things that I'd been doing were correct, like I was eating all the right foods and I was doing all the right things. And I just thought, well, why am I not well? Why is my hair falling out? Why am I not sleeping? And then I went back to you and had a bit more of a read, and I thought, I'm going to do this program. I'm going to do this. I'm going to give this a try and see how I go. And I got on. I've been on it from the beginning of this year. I've been wanting to fix all those issues, obviously, but I also wanted to get stronger in the gym. I wanted to change my body shape and look like I train, because I would train before, and especially my upper body's always been quite muscular, but my lower body, not so much. But so I always felt like people were like, oh, you train, yeah? Maybe, I'm not sure. So I wanted to look like I train. Yeah, I do train. Hell yeah, I train hard, and I want everyone to know, like, bloody hell,
It's true though. You don't want to put all this work in the gym and then not look like you have any muscle. Yeah, a lot of women actually come to me and say that I train like 5 days a week, Kitty, but I don't look like I train.
Yeah, that's right. And that was me. I was like 6 days a week, and it was like, why isn't it? Why? And not eating enough. Not understanding that I need to eat to build muscle. And I was in a calorie deficit all the time, every single time. So obviously, how was I going to build muscle? Like so much learning I've had. I started at the beginning of this year. Sorry.
Keep going.
Yeah, I started at the beginning of this year. This is my 3rd round, so my 3rd 16-week program. I lost, in my fat loss phase, I've lost 8 kilos. I'm not sure how much muscle. Yeah, I'm not sure how much muscle I've put on. I did get Nissa to write it, but when I went back to look for it, it was gone. But, I put on a shitload of muscle, which I'm really, really happy about. And at the moment, I did a 6-week build, and I'm in my mini cut at the moment, and I'm loving it. I just love the program. I love it. I love having the structure. I love having the coaching calls. Food is no issue, whether I'm even when I was on a fat loss phase, like I just do it. I just do the work. I just do it.
You are amazing. And Mary, talk about some more of these health issues that you improved in the program. So you've obviously had incredible body composition changes.
Yes. Sleeping. I'm sleeping. I used to be awake most of the night. Like I couldn't fall asleep, and then from sheer exhaustion I would fall asleep. But then once I'd woken up, I'd be awake. And I used to wake up in the morning and like my head would be just like, it was like I'd had a hangover, just that pounding head. And I had that like nearly every morning. Like my family would get used to me. It's in a Greek word. I would use this Greek word that I would, because I'm Greek, but I would say like, oh, my head is like, dumbano, what I would say, like, like banging. It was like, and I would be like that nearly every morning, it was just like constant. Anyway, so that stopped, started sleeping. Like I'd wake up maybe once to roll over, like I sleep, which is amazing. I fall asleep, which is amazing. I stay asleep. It's amazing. My hair's great. My hair's not, in actual fact, I've got this long bits of hair growth coming through into my hair. Hairdresser's done my hair and she's like, oh my God, look at that. Hair's flying. There's short hair. I go, yeah, it's growing. So that's all good. I'm not irritable. I'm not cranky. And I'm also able to handle things that come my way. So before I used to think that I could handle stress, yes, but no, I was actually not handling it. Now I can handle stress because things come my way, and I've had a lot of things come across, even with my husband's health and whatnot. But being in a really good mindset and being able to sort of process things better instead of flying off the handle and like, I don't know, just I feel within myself I'm more calmer, can think better, I can deal with things a lot better. Yeah, so they're the biggest things for me. So like the anger, the hair, and the sleep. Oh, and when I was doing CrossFit and I was doing all that low carb, we used to have a photographer there and he'd take photos of us. And every single time I go to him, I look terrible. Why do I look so old? And he was like, oh, I don't know. Yeah. And now people say to me, oh my God, you're 54. Like, what? Really?
You look so good. Yeah, I know. It's like, it's just, women look more youthful, I think.
So drained.
Yeah.
They still look drained and drawn and.
Yeah, I get it. It's like you're glowing now. Your skin looks amazing. Your hair is beautiful. Yeah, so good. And so, like, what sort of foods are you eating now?
All the food that I love. I love. So and you know what? Like, I've literally been eating same things from the beginning of the year, like slight changes. And I don't get sick of them. I think it's because I love what I eat. It's like no issue. And mind you, I've been eating your liver pate. It's 3 years now.
Really?
Every day.
I do love the pate. I
love that pate. I love it. I look forward to my afternoon. I have it on sourdough. Anyway, so what I eat. So in the morning I eat eggs. I'll eat sourdough with some butter on it and fruit. So mostly it's watermelon or pawpaw or mango. Depends what's in season, but I have that with a coffee, collagen, sugar, milk. And then depending on like my macros, what I'm doing. So then I'll have, I'll go to the gym. So I'll have the juice with the coconut water and collagen and salt. If I'm on my fat loss phase, that goes. I can't have that because I eat more food as opposed to drinking. So that's something that I prefer to do. Yeah. And then after training, whether I'm training or not, but it's mostly because I've trained, I do a rice pudding. And in that I have collagen and casein and maple syrup and some salt and banana. And I mush that all up and it's delicious. And then I have sourdough with the pate with marmalade and cheese. And again, depending on my macros, I might do like some egg as well just to make up my protein as well. And then dinner is the fish shop people are really funny because they know what diet I'm on, because when I'm in my fat loss, the prawns. I get the frozen prawns.
Yeah.
And when I'm in my build, I'll have the barramundi.
Oh, I know. So funny. How good is it, though, that you know how to build your own diet?
I love it. And that's how I eat. So I boil eggs in the fridge. I have fruit cut up. I have everything ready. And I just love I eat the same thing. And then I just take out, if there's less for that phase or there's more for that phase, I just add it. I prefer to eat that way. And it's easy for me. So I only have one daughter living at home at the moment and my husband. So I just cook them up, whatever. I just do my own, it just takes no time. I've got my air fryer going. I just do that. So what I do for dinner is, either any of the seafood, or sometimes I'll have, I fill it, or I'll have, if I want something. But most of the times that's what I eat. And I'll have pumpkin and some fruit again. And I'll have one of those little mountain bread with some butter and some salt. And I'm not fast. I love eating all that. So I just eat it. And then before bed is cottage cheese and casein and blueberries with maple syrup and cream. So again, I love cream. Yeah. So then fat loss phase, I have less. Build, I have more. So I just do that. Yeah.
And how has it been with the rest of the family?
Easy. So what I do is when I've got the kids over, we have family meals. That dinner meal that I have, I'll have that with dinner. Sorry, when they're coming for lunch, what I do is I move that meal and I have that at lunch with my family. I just make my own. They all know. They don't care. They're like, yeah, Mum's doing her thing. I just cook for everybody and I just have mine on my side. Because I eat like this, it takes literally not even 5 minutes to put together. So it's no big deal. I don't feel like, I actually don't care that I'm not eating the same as them. I don't know if that makes, I don't care. I'm happy eating what I'm eating. And my kids don't say anything. As far as going out, I have a little trick for going out meals. So we go to a cafe because it's easier to do meals at a cafe. So what I tend to order in my fat loss phase, it'll be 2 poached eggs, because I know that there's no oil or thing or whatever. I can do 2 poached eggs with sourdough, no butter, I'll say to them. And then I just gauge that bit of bread. If I think it's too much, I'll cut it aside, give it to my husband and do whatnot. And I get a small latte, and that is what I'll eat. When I'm doing my build, I'll have a bit more toast. I'll have 3 poached eggs, take out one of the yolks. I'll have a larger latte, put in a bit more sugar. Yeah, and that is how I still go out with friends or my husband or whatever and not feel like, oh, now how am I going to, not to make it complicated, because some meals, it's too complicated. I don't know how much fat is in it. I don't know. I can't gauge it. But this has been something I've seemed to have worked out how to do, and that's what I do. So, they'll laugh at me. The kids will go, oh, what are you having, Mum? You're the same? I'll go, yeah, the same,
Oh, I love it. I love it. And what have you found the most challenging about the program?
I'm not really sure, because even if you ask Anissa, I feel like I've just been plodding along quite easily. I don't have an issue with the food. I don't have any issues with, I love the gym. But I tell you, I love the gym. I love the gym. I love the gym, Kitty. I love the gym. I don't think I've had any, there's nothing that's really stands out.
Well, it's good. Okay, what have you
I'm loving it. Like I said, I love the structure of this whole program. I love the fact that I can get on, once a month and talk to my coach. My coach, if I message her, she's great. She gets back to me with any questions I've got.
That's right.
Just doing my thing. Yeah, I'm really happy. I mean, I'm really happy with the whole program, and I am thankful, so thankful that I found you, because I was driving my family nuts with all these other diets, and now all my family eat this way. They all take collagen. They all do all the right things. And, I had a big talk with my girls not long ago, and I said to them, yeah, you know what? Because all that bullshit stops here now, no more. From now on, this is my legacy. This health is my legacy for my family and like my grandchildren, my great-grandchildren, we're not doing anymore. We're not listening to nobody because it's proof. I've done it. My hair's grown. I feel great. I'm sleeping. Well, what else do I need to prove that this is the way of life? I feel like
I love it.
This is it. Yeah, this is great. And I'm so thankful that I found it. I wish I'd found it 10, 20 years ago. But
I think I would have saved myself bloody 17 years of not enjoying food and starving myself. I totally agree.
Eating salad.
eating salad, chicken salad with no dressing, oh, God forbid, and then I'm starving. I'm so hungry. And now I eat like a small latte with 2 eggs on a sourdough and I'm fine.
I know, it's so sad. It's actually so nice to be able to eat when you're actually hungry and feel satisfied and eat food that you actually enjoy. Yeah, and still be in good shape and lift and have energy and sleep is, yeah, sister, you're preaching to the choir. And do you think you would have got the same results without the coaching?
Oh, God, no. No. Because I know there have been times, especially in the build, where I was like, oh, and like, I know, and it'd be like, no, but you know this, Mary. But no, I had to get on, and like a child, I needed to be reassured, like, yeah, no, you're doing good. It's okay. It's meant to be like this. It's okay. Oh, okay. It's okay. Yeah, I know it's okay. So having that reassurance, having like, she's like my little bestie on my shoulder, always in my ear going, it's all good, girl. Keep going. You're doing well. You're doing good. You're on the right track. It's like, yes. Okay, good. Yes, no, I would have gone, oh my God, no, and done something stupid. Yeah, because it's hard to change that mindset when you've had it for so many years. It's still there. And I keep telling that bitch to go, but she's there. And it's like, yeah, like it's just constantly going, yeah, no, I'm doing it right. And then when I see results and I'm like, yeah, see, Mary, it's proof. There's proof there. Look at you. You look great. You're doing this. You got guns. You're like, yeah.
So good. Yeah. And what would you say to a woman who was sitting on the fence about joining the program?
Get off the fence. Do it. Like, you won't regret it. You just won't regret it. Don't think that you can read everything and then you're like, oh, yeah, I know what I'm doing. I can do it on my own. Because, yeah, the support is great. Like I said, when we've done dumb shit for so long, that is still in our head and it's hard to get that out of our head. So having a coach that understands where you're coming from and has done the dumb shit herself and she knows what you're talking about when you're saying something, yeah, that help is priceless. You just need that help. Yeah. And I mean, look, eventually, of course, we're not married to each other. Eventually we'll go off and we'll do our own thing when we're ready to. That's fine. But, even just to get on in for that first 16 weeks, just to really get that help, it's priceless. Like, yeah.
And do you have any other advice for women who are on this journey?
Apart from just getting on, just doing it and stop doing all the stupid diets and start unfollowing too. That was another thing I stopped doing. I stopped listening to all these so-called experts. It was like deleted all that because they just bugger up your brain, and it was like, no, I need to follow people that are on the same path as me that understand exactly what I'm doing. So I deleted a lot of accounts. I just didn't want to, no negative, and I didn't want to hear. I don't care. If that worked for you, fine, that's great. Whatever. But I don't want to hear about it anymore. So yeah, that was one thing that I did. And start eat and eat breakfast. Oh my God, and stop drinking black coffee. Oh my God, yeah.
I love my breakfast day. Every morning I sit there and drink my coffee with the collagen and the milk and
love it. I love all my food. I get so excited to eat.
Craig's like, would you shut up? I'm sick of hearing you every morning crap on about how you love this and orange juice too. I'm like, oh God, I just love this orange juice. It's so delicious.
Oh, best thing ever.
Oh, well, thank you so much, Mary, for coming on.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it. And if you're a woman who's watching this and you want to find out some more information about the program, I'll pop a link in the show notes. You can book a free call with my team and we can find out a bit more about you and how we can work together to achieve your health and body goals in a sustainable way while eating real food. Thanks again, Mary, and I will chat to you in the program.
No problem. Thanks, Kitty. Bye.